Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? The 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Lady.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Lady.
Stafford going to put it up right away. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Room here to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA.
Puka Nakua.
75 yards.
And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
73.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Smith here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
That's good.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Great. Set.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now they'll tuck this and run. Complete. It's Dodson. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Hurts. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Stafford. Caught left side. Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
180.
Here's Stafford. Caught on the right, but I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Oh, back backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Waiting.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stafford now to throw. It's caught here by Adams.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
180.
They give it to Williams, running right. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford.
And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, here's Williams. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Move 60. Stay 50.
Stafford. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
To throw is Stafford. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Stafford going to change it up here.
17-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Third down at 6.
Hey! Yellow 20! And middle! Zero!
Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Set! 180!
Here we go with Williams. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now they'll change things up. And now Stafford's going to move him around.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. This one swung out to Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Up the middle, it's Williams. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Stafford. That's complete. Jordan Whittington. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Rams are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and a couple.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
His 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 32. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Hey, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Another Eagles first down.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Well, Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
32.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
So how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it. It's Corum.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great, set. And anyone up? Going silver, ready?
Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Set. And anyone up?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Will Calcaterra.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team is clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last throw here for Stanford. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford going to throw from the outset. And that's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
A gain of 15. And the Rams first down.
First run now for Kyron Williams. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
260!
Play action, Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey! 260!
From the 50, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Hey!
Stafford now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson now. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Lady!
Throwing is Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Wester on the return.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about it. The ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board. It's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Stafford finding Williams on the check down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Whittington.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
They'll take over first and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
22! 20! Big 20!
Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Corum now on first and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13.
10. Stay 50, stay 50.
Back to throw, Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
180. Like 7. Alert.
On fourth down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the fourth quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
To throw is Jackson.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Boy, for most of us, that has taken a big risk in the fourth quarter of a tie game. But this is a head coach that has absolute confidence in his offense. And they repay that trust by not just getting the first down, but getting big yardage as well.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Easy. 32.
Now Stafford. He's got Atwell. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, that is incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Lady! Hey! Alert! Strike!
Stafford now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
59! Hey! Middle!
Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
32!
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, there's a couple of things at play here. I don't understand why you don't just kick the PAT to tie it this late in the fourth. If you are going to go for it, though, why the fake kick from the 15?
No explanation that I have will make any type of sense. You're exactly right. Kick the extra point, have a tie game, and see what happens down the stretch. But if you're going to go for it, as you said, I want my offense out there, and I like my chances from the 2-yard line, not faking it from the 15.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Henry out of the pistol. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
2nd and 9 at the 23.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Way more than you hate it, oh, you mad? I thought that you'd be happy I made it. From that cat by the dog to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumping in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes, chicks, and she smash it gone. Hit the roof for 5 minutes, just let it burn.
Set! 180!
The first carry now. This is Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now it's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Set! 280!
Here's Stafford. They'll try and do this. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Rams nothing. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they get this up to about the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey. 280! Like 7! And middle.
Now Stafford. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Jason Myers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Zebra! Zebra!
Now it's Stanford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
2nd and 17 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, Red!
Stafford now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
17.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
11.
To throw is Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up